G'day, Ben from Melbourne here, and yet another 5 Essentials video. The videos where I show some Australian music, which I think are like the building blocks of if you want to get into a certain era or a certain genre and you're not familiar with a lot of stuff. These aren't super obscure and hopefully available, especially to the northerners internationally who watch this. Speaking of which, you're probably like, why have you got a short-sleeved shirt and a beanie on? It's because it's fucking winter and my head is cold, but I'm trying to keep up my shirt game. A little bit of Sapporo in the shot there, but we love Sapporo no matter what the weather is. So let's get into it. What are we doing this time? It's 5 essential Australian, more in the indie pop side of things. And when I say indie pop, I just mean catchy, melodic, awesome indie pop from the 90s, which is very different to what I think people think of when they think of indie pop today, which is very pop. This is still a lot more guitar driven, but it's not like the indie rock stuff where there was a lot of rough edges. So, but fucking great songwriters, by the way. Let's get into it. And let's start with the mighty Glide. And this has been reissued, as it says on the top, the 30th anniversary edition on Love and Fiction Records. Hopefully you can track this one down. The album's called Open Up and Croon. These are like big catchy hooks with great choruses. The song Why You Asking is worth the whole record, but it's all really good. I'd love to see a lot more of their stuff reissued, especially their early EPs, which were fantastic as well. Really killer band. I believe they were from Sydney, from memory. Why do I say these things and then I fucking don't actually know? I don't know. Read that booklet, look it up on the interwebs, just listen to the fucking music. Great indie pop record, just beautiful chiming guitars, hooks galore. Next up, more keyboard synthy driven. Oh, some scared VC classic rockers out there when you say those words. We're talking about the Mighty Undies, that's right, the Underground Lovers with what was this, their third record, Dream It Down, where they really discovered their groove and the synths and the melodies. Still some guitar in there. I saw them around this time and live, a lot more. There were the synths and the catchy songs, but, still had that driving guitar sound. Fantastic band. Pretty much every record is awesome. This one did pretty good. Like it had the singles Losing It, I think was the lead-off single, and Blues Team and Superstar. I think Superstar. I know they released a film clip for it, but fantastic Melbourne band. Broke up, got back together, and released a ton of other great records. Unlike a lot of bands who get back together, but the Undies, awesome band. Next up from Bris Vegas, the Mighty Custard. You might know Dave McCormack as Bluey's dad. Yeah, same dude does the voice. This is about their third record. We Have the Technology. Band that really needs all their 90s stuff to be reissued on vinyl, because I think most of it's all on CD still. Aloha Tambourinus would be nice to see. Loverama, the second record that they recorded with Eric Drew Feldman. Really, really cool. They hooked up with him because I saw that tour when they were the support for Frank Black, and it must have been early on with Frank Black, and Eric Drew Feldman was playing keyboards. I think he was also with Captain Beefheart in the 80s. Good tour. Frank Black's first few albums are great too, but we're not talking about fucking Yanks. great stuff. This has had like great songs like Nice Bird, Anatomically Correct, and my favorite, Music is Crap. Music is crap. Aliens told us so. What a chorus. Yeah, quirky, offbeat. They every now and then blast out with a fucking full-on indie rock number. Mainly quirky, catchy stuff. You could possibly say they even have a little bit of that quirky flying nun feel to them. Yeah, really, really cool stuff. Love it. The record's called We Have the Technology, reissued on Sony. Fucking release the rest of them. Next up, Sydney band, I believe, Drop City. Very fashionable at the time in Melbourne, especially. Like, look at them outfits. They were shopping in thrift stores, or Vinnies as we call them over here. Going for that big, lush 60s psych sound, more the Baroque psych style of things, and pull it off really well. Great record. I actually probably, if I'm going to be honest, was not as enamored with this band initially back in the day, and the more I heard it, the more it grew on me, because I think I was more into the more angular, edgy guitar sounds, and this was quite kind of lush compared to that. Well, I say compared to that, you know, like they're not a punk band by any means, but yeah, fucking great, well-written songs. It's like they've just tried to rewrite Day in the Life about 10 times in different styles. Really good record. And then Legends, another Sydney band, reformed, played some great shows. Anniversary of this, probably their best record, The Clouds, Penny Century. They reissued this record and also reissued a box set of all their records on Red Eye Records. I think Universal, put it out. But yeah, Hieronymus off this, the lead track, I think it was probably the one that did it for me, and a bit, and I think, was it later on? I think Aquamarine, which if you can find that CD single, they do a killer cover of Wichita Lineman, and with Jodie Phillips and I can't remember her name. Just harmony vocals on that. Oh, sublime. But yeah, this is a great record. Just so melodic, great guitar sounds. It's a good, catchy record, but it's also pretty driving rhythms. You know, it's not like sleepy time bullshit business indie rock. This is like really well put together, well crafted songs. Penny Century, Clouds. And I just want to do a special mention. I know that's 5 already, but let's just put in Snout. What's that sound? This record hurts me to leave this out of the 5, but this is reissued by Cheer Squad Records. This was a big one for me when I first moved down to Melbourne. Was it? No. Couple of years after I moved down to Melbourne, sorry. But a friend of mine who, you always have that friend who's a little bit ahead of you and turns you on to some stuff, and he went and saw him, and then he took us to go see him the next night, and I was like, fuck, this band's awesome. And this record's great. It's like got that real Melbourne indie rock sound with a bit of a nod to the 60s, obviously with that cover, using old images from back then. The song What's That Sound is great. The song Civilization, TVOD, Night and Day, just great band, like catchy songs. There was this whole thing going on in Melbourne where there was like indie rock with a nod to the 60s, and I couldn't not mention this. This is a special mention at number 6. All right, that's my 5 essential indie pop records from Australia. Hope you can track them down. Don't forget,